Hi-ho, folks, and welcome back to the adventures of Turwinkle, the Gnome Mage. Well, hi, Turwinkle.
Hi there.
Are you all set for tonight?
Indubitably.
Well, great, because as you can see, folks, for the very first time, Turwinkle is in Draenor, and we are in the Colosseum of the Light in Shadowmoon Valley here. And why are we here, might you ask? Well, we're here tonight to talk to the guild called the Shield of Argus, a wonderful Draenei guild here on the Wrymrest Accord server. And so without further ado, let us go and find them here in the Colosseum of Light and talk with them about their guild, the Shield of Argus. Alrighty, folks, well, I found them here, and again, we are in the Colosseum of the Light, and boy, they look great here. Let's walk up here, and who do we have? The guild leader herself, Starcaller, or Solara. She's the guild leader of the Shield of Argus, a level 100 Draenei Paladin. Hello, ma'am.
Hello, Turwinkles. Good to see you again.
Oh, yes, it's my pleasure, and I can't wait to see all the improvements and stuff with the guild. And so, let us meet who you've brought with you here tonight. And so, I guess I'll start down here. And so, who do we have here?
Hello, my name is Azuka, and I'm actually commander of the military division with the Shield of Argus.
Oh, wonderful. Alrighty, and next?
We have Telenia.
Okay, and Telenia is also an officer, is that correct?
That would be correct. She is our leader of the light division.
Alrighty, awesome. And next here?
My name is Mahalia. I am the out-of-character officer and the kind of bookkeeper for the guild.
Okay, great. And the last and the last officer here with the awesome outfit.
I am Lucier, head of research and winner of our annual Best Dressed contest 5 years running.
Well, that is awesome. How long did it take you to get this put together?
It's not something I really thought about. I just kind of threw it together.
Okay.
And it seemed to work out pretty well.
It did. It looks great. And so, folks, when we come back, we're going to meet the back row. So we'll be right back as we get them set up to meet those folks. Alrighty. So now we have the folks that are in the guild as well. But, so we're going to start on the end here. And so who do we have here?
My name is Rumura, and I'm initiate of the Shield of Argus, and I work in the medical and research team or section.
Alright, perfect. And next?
We have Abaddis, and he's a defender of the Shield of Argus, and he is a vindicator.
Okay, awesome. Next?
We have Rornus. He's a Ringari, and he's also an initiate of the Shield of Argus.
Alright, now is that his chicken back there? No, that's Shiverick's chicken. Okay. And so,
yeah, I wasn't sure.
Okay, so so who is this?
That's Shilverick, and he is a new member. He's just joined, so he hasn't actually completed the application process of the guild. So we are waiting for him to actually go through the application process still.
Okay.
So we haven't quite met him yet.
All right. Well, and he had an awesome chicken. You didn't have to put him away if you didn't want to. He was great.
I know. Chickens are welcome.
Yeah. Okay. And next?
I am Michaela. I'm a shield of the Shield of Argus, and I work in both medical and spiritual divisions of the guild.
Okay, and you have a lot of cats, do you, sir?
I have all the cats.
Hence the crazy cat lady. Okay, excellent. And next?
I am Turson. My rank is Hand in the Shield of Argus. I am a member of the military division, and my job is to punch things.
Okay, awesome. And last but certainly not least,
We have Arthur. He is one of our newest members. He is an initiate. So he just recently joined. So he's still finding out which division he would like to.
okay, and he has no tendrils.
No tendril.
Now, does that indicate he's
Clean shaven.
Does okay? I was going to say, does that indicate he's very young?
I'm not sure.
Okay, well, excellent. Well, it's wonderful to meet everybody. And so, folks, when we come back, we're going to find out all about the Shield of Argus, this wonderful guild that they're in. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, and we are back. And so, Lara, how did you come up with the name, the Shield of Argus?
It has to do a lot with her past because she was originally born on Ogris and she was there when they were forced to flee their homes, and a lot of her family members actually got left behind because they chose to go the other way, and so she does it in honor of those who have fallen on Ogris.
Oh, okay. Wonderful. Now, what kind of guild is the Shield of Argus? Is it a heavy roleplay guild, medium, light? Do you guys PvP, PvE, raid, that sort of thing? What kind of guild is it?
We are a heavy roleplay guild. We're Draenei exclusive. Our goals are manifold, but they can be split between rebuilding, preserving, and defending Azeroth, and of course here in Draenor and helping fight back the Iron Horde. We do a bit of everything as far as PvP, PvE. We do have some guild members in the guild that do PvP. We do have some that do PvE. We do a lot of, or try to, a lot of old world raids and stuff for transmogs.
Okay, wonderful. Wonderful. So, folks, when we come back, we're going to find out the backstory to the guild. We learned a little bit there, and we'll find out what the story is behind the Shield of Argus. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And so, Lara, what is the backstory behind the guild?
She's a very old Draenei. As I said, she was born on Ogris. She was roughly around 200, 300 years old when everything happened and they were first forced to flee their home. She did lose a lot of family members, a lot of close friends and stuff that chose to stay behind. So she came here to Azeroth and took part in helping rebuild Exodar, and she actually went from a Vindicator to a Magister, a Mage, and from there on she explored the New World and everything, and then one day she decided that she wanted to figure out the best way to remember those who had fallen on Ogris, and from her previous past as a Vindicator, she remembered most about being a shield of the Vindicator, or a shield of Argus, and so therefore she decided that's what she wanted to name the order, was the Shield of Argus, to remember all those who had fallen before.
Oh, okay. Well, that's awesome. And so making the Shield of Argus kind of is a way to help prevent what happened in the past from happening again. Is that correct?
Yes, she doesn't want to see their new home fall into the darkness that happened on Ogris when the Legion came and found them and changed their lives.
Okay, well, awesome. And so, folks, when we come back, we are going to find out how you can get into the Shield of Argus. And so we're going to find out what all those requirements are for getting into the guild. And so we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And so we are trying to get into the guild, and so we are going to be asking some questions to Mahalia. And so, Mahalia, first and foremost, I'm interested in joining the guild. I've seen what they're about, and I really love the role play. So first and foremost, who do I talk to about getting into the guild?
You can talk to any of the officers about joining the guild if you have a question. But, Turwinkle, unfortunately, it appears that you're a gnome, and we're all Draenei.
Whoa, whoa. Okay, we'll get there. Just give me give me a second. All right. Now, first and foremost, is there an age restriction getting into the guild?
No, we don't actually have an age restriction currently in the guild.
Okay. Fair enough. Now, is there a class restriction? Do you guys accept warlocks?
No, we don't accept. We accept any class currently.
Even warlocks, ma'am. You know they conjure up demons, right?
Yeah, that's the funny thing about being a Draenei guild. It just seems like we haven't gotten any warlocks yet in our ranks, and if we get one, it's going to be a real problem.
Right, right. Okay. Now, obviously, as you mentioned previously, there is a race restriction, isn't there?
There is, which is sometimes kind of a problem. But yeah, no, it seems to be only Draenei.
Oh, it looks like, ma'am, we had someone fall asleep back there. If someone wants to poke that person,
yeah.
How dare you, sir?
It looks like the back row might be following us.
Okay. Now, is there a level requirement for getting into the guild?
There isn't a level requirement. We do want you to be able to come adventure with us, though, at an appropriate level. So we would hope that you are leveling your character, because most of our adventures currently are happening out on Draenor.
Right, and really, it only takes you an hour or so to get to level 20. So it really, even if you did start at level 1, an hour or so later, you're already at level 20. So leveling is very fast nowadays. Well, with the exception of Turwinkle, of course, but it does happen pretty quickly for most folks. Now, is there
Well, you seem to be going on a lot of adventures, Turwinkle.
Yes, we do. Now, is there an in-character or out-of-character interview to getting into the guild?
Yeah, we actually have a application that's both in character and out of character, and then we also ask you to do an in character interview, which has you sit down with at least an officer and maybe a guild member to talk about what was in your application, maybe some of your history, what you can bring to the guild, maybe what division you would want to join, and so forth.
All right, and so there's an application. So obviously there's a website, and what is that website that you would go to?
That website is theshieldofargus.engine.com. I want to point out that the before the Shield of Argus is really important. If you reach a website where there's a strange panda, you have reached the wrong website. This was a big issue when we first changed websites, and there were a lot of confused people and members.
Okay, so remember, folks, to put the Shield of Argus, not just Shield of Argus, because that will send you to a Pandaren site. Is that correct, then?
Yes, apparently there is a Shield of Argus with a panda, and somehow people were applying to that website, and people are probably thinking that they were getting a lot of members from a lot of different servers.
Okay, wonderful. Now, lastly, do I need to know how to roleplay in order to join the guild?
You do. We do accept people who are still newer to role playing, but we do expect you to have at least brush up on your lore, have a basic understanding of how to type a sentence, how to walk, how to use emote, yell, say, so on and so forth. We expect you to be able to have the basics down and understand the basics of the current war situation. So know your basics, and we'll go from there.
Okay, so folks, if you don't know your basics, go to lookingforroleplay.tumblr.com, and there is an episode on how to start role-playing there. Take a listen to that, you'll get the basics down, and then you can come and join the Shield of Argus. So wonderful! So folks, when we come back, Turwinkle has miraculously made it into the guild, and we are going to find out what the guild rules are that he has to follow now that he's part of the Shield of Argus. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, and we are back. And so, Solaria, Turwinkle has been made an honorary member of the Shield of Argus. And now that I'm part of the guild, what are the guild rules that I have to follow?
Upon joining the Shield of Argus, of course you're representing the guild, and you must make sure that you understand this. You're only allowed like 1 in-character main and 3 alts.
Oh.
No metagaming. You're encouraged to attend events and you know, take part in them, and we always encourage everybody to come up with events of their own, if they have events ideas to suggest it to us officers. We do not allow trash talking, making fun of, or insulting other people. We do not tolerate griefing, obnoxious yelling, and things of that nature. You must respect all your officers, both NC and OC. Any RP that reflects poorly upon the guild, such as RP, must be kept out of sight and out of mind. Dispute in guild chat, we do not allow that. Do not spam guild chat. Do not give out names of members, alts, without the permissions. Do not give out vent and chat channel information, because we don't need people coming in and spamming both of them.
Right.
Those are the basic rules, just your common everyday rules
Okay.
that usually all guilds use.
Sure. Now, as far as in character, now are you guys more of a military type guild? So there's officers and that sort of thing?
We do have a military section within our guild. We're not a full-out military guild. We have a bit of everything in our guild.
Okay. All right. And so as far as the in-character rules, I guess you would just follow whoever's above you then. Is that correct? So if they tell you to go clean out the latrines as a intern or the new person, then you've got to go
Yes.
clean out the latrines. Okay. Well, excellent. Well, it sounds like you guys have a great set of, foundational rules that most guilds have, and so nothing out of the ordinary there. And that's always good. It's always good to have a good foundation of solid rules so things don't get crazy.
Well, within each of our division, each division leader has their own set of rules, both NC and OC, that the people who are under their divisions have to follow and go by. So if they want to learn them, they would have to go through them to get the rules and stuff.
Okay, and I'm sure that would be all explained to them as they join those ranks, and that's what we're going to be talking about next, folks, is the ranks in the Shield of Argus. And so we will find out where Turwinkle is placed as a new member and how he can get promoted within the ranks in the guild. So we'll be right back with those ranks. Alrighty, folks, and we are back, and we are talking ranks now. So Turwinkle is a new member, ma'am. So where is he placed as far as ranks are concerned?
When you first join the guild, he will be placed as an Initiate. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that.
Would that be
is our
initiate?
beginning rank.
Would that be
Initiate, yes.
Okay.
That's our yes. You'll be ranked as an initiate, and then you'll be giving a 2-week trial to make sure that you are the right fit for us and we are the right fit for you. And then you will go from there. You will be promoted to, after the 2-week trial, and when we have our next guild meeting, you will be promoted to hand. And then we have Defender, Guardian, and Shield.
Alrighty. And there are different divisions that you can become a part of, is that correct?
Yes, we have 4 or 5 different divisions. Each officer, each advisor is a leader of that division, and if you want, I can have them tell you a little bit about their divisions and what they do.
Oh, perfect. Sure, go ahead. So let us start with the first one.
We will start with Lushar. He will start us out.
Alrighty, sir.
Lucier, who is me, is head of the research division. Our purpose is mainly twofold. Basically, invention and acquisition of useful relics, let's say.
Okay.
One of the main points of the purpose of the research division is acquiring dangerous magical objects and storing them so other people can't use them.
Alrighty. Kind of like
And
warehouse.
also,
Kind of like Warehouse 13. Is that?
sort of in a way, sure.
Okay.
Um, also invention and a lot of reading.
Oh, wonderful. Alrighty. And the next division?
The next division we have is Till here, and I will let him explain his division.
Alrighty. So basically, I run the light side of the spiritual section of the guild, which essentially means looking out for the spiritual well-being of everyone involved. Since, you know, pretty much Alder and I, to some extent or the other, follow the light, and Tanya kind of makes it a priority, like, make sure people have someone they can come talk to if they feel like there's something weighing on them. She holds talks about, like, light and its tenets, and how we can be better followers of the light, and how to really live a life that reflects what she believes to be the central tenet of the light, which is love. And yeah.
Okay, perfect. Alrighty, and next, ma'am.
We also have a shamanistic branch of the spiritual division. At the moment, our leader is not online, which pretty much goes over, as you can tell, the more shamanistic half of spiritual guidance and stuff,
Okay.
their teachings, their ways of life, and things of that nature.
Alright, perfect.
And next we have Oz here, who will explain the military division of the guild.
Alrighty.
Yeah, so the military division, pretty much, it's kind of how it sounds. We run events. They're usually D&D style events. We do missions. Just recently, we had to travel into Highmall to rescue one of our comrades that had been captured by ogres and had been used as a slave in the fighting pits. So we just basically run events and do training. If some of the other divisions need help, like guard escort or anything like that, we'll also assist there.
Wonderful. Alrighty, and next, ma'am.
Then last but not least, we have the medical division, which myself, I and Celie run, and of course it's the division where we have all of our healers. You don't necessarily have to be one who uses the light. We have different practices where we use basic first aid skills, basic treatments of wounds and stuff for burns and cuts and broken bones. So people who have training in medical can join us, even though if you're not a priest or a shaman or anybody that has the use of light or nature in order to heal people.
Okay, wonderful. So it sounds like there's a lot of things within the Shield of Argus that you can do, whether it's healing, whether it's being part of the priesthood, or, research, development, or, you're being a soldier, that sort of thing. So there's a place for everybody, and it sounds like that you guys are pretty wide open for a lot of different role play within the guild. Is that correct?
Yes, we are. Very much so. We want it to make it so that everybody feels like they have a place within the Shield, no matter what their background is or what their training is.
Wonderful. And so, folks, when we come back, we are going to talk about some of the guild events that the Shield of Argus participates in. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, and we are back. And so, Solaria, what kind of guild events do you folks do?
We do all types of guild events. We try to host a guild meeting once a month. We're trying to go to twice a month. At the guild meetings, we go over any upcoming events that we might have. We also do our promotion ceremonies and introductions for any people that have joined and want to meet the other members. Like I said, we're with our different divisions. We also have specific events that mostly circle around just the divisions themselves, like the spiritual divisions and stuff of that nature. We also have a event, our Jidhin event, and I will let Oz explain what that is, as she's in charge of it.
Okay, take it away, Oz.
Well, Jedhin, it was actually originally created on Moonguard, and it kind of spread throughout the Draenei community. And basically, it's kind of this honor tradition that started on Argus, Iceli, and it's basically male Draenei who they strip down bare-chested, they wear kilts and pants, and they basically do like a sumo-type fight, or, you know, it's kind of like professional wrestling, UFC, MMA style. And then we also have, it's called Owental, and it's something new we're trying to do for female wrestling. And it's more submission holds, ankle locks, wrist locks, that sort of thing. And with the males, we actually have a champion. He's actually one-armed, and he beat out like the other 7 males that participated last time. So he's our current champion, and we'll probably have him defend his belt sometime soon. But we look forward to doing the events more often, and maybe opening them up server-wide, and having all the Draenei from the, you know, across the Wrymrest and maybe Moonguard and other places participate as well.
Oh, wonderful. And you mentioned earlier, Solaria, that you guys also do old school raids for transmogs and that sort of thing. Is that correct?
Yes, we do. We try to help other guild members if they want to, if there's a particular transmog set they want. We try and get a guild group up going, or maybe just 1 or 2 of us, depending on how many's online. And we do old ones. The old Burning Crusades are a lot of our most popular ones, and some of the most recent ones too, just to see how good we are at a level 100.
Oh, excellent. And so how many events do you think you guys have a week?
We at least try to have 2 or 3, maybe 4 events. It depends on the week and if anything's going on in real life.
Well, sure. Well, excellent. It sounds like you guys are staying pretty busy, and that's always a good thing for a guild. Why be in a guild if you're not going to, participate and do stuff in it? So, wonderful. Excellent. So, folks, when we come back, we are going to talk about what the guild is up to currently in their storyline. So, we will be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And so, Holly, what is the guild up to currently in your storyline? What are you folks doing?
Well, currently we are all the way caught up to Nagrand. We just rescued one of our members, Roshan, also known as Monster, from Heimal during an event, which is something that we talked about recently. If you join the guild, you'll get a talk from Mahalia about how you need to hold on to your communicator, very much so we can find you now, because she's a little annoyed about that. So we've caught up all the way to the current storyline, so we'll see what 6.1 brings to us. But we have established a base in Shadowmoon Valley. We have set up an Nimbari village, as well as the Temple of Karabor, which we are in currently, and we're hosting events in. And we're also developing a lot of personal guild storylines. We've met several AU Draenei, such as Azuka and Abendis. And we're also developing a lot of different personal guild storylines, such as, different people going missing. We haven't rescued a few people who went missing in Tannin Jungle, such as a shaman and I think paladin as well, but I could be mistaken on their class. And so we're still looking for those people. We're still on the hunt for them, as well as having different events such as funerals for people who have fallen and stuff like that.
Okay, now let me ask you, how many folks are in the guild? How many characters do you have in the guild currently?
We have 89 total characters with 63 unique accounts.
Okay, and now is the entire Shield of Argus on this side of the portal?
For the most part. Sometimes we will attend the occasional event over in the Exeter, such as the funeral for Murad that the Steadfast held, and occasional other events like that as well. We do have a few accomplished mages. When we rescued Monster, the portal that we took back was actually to the Exeter because that was the best safe place that both Lucier and I could agree on.
Oh, okay. And so in your guys' headcanon, you're able to use portals then?
Yes, that is what we have agreed upon, judging by what the lore has told us, considering the fact that there are stable portals in Storm Shield as well as in our garrisons as well.
Okay, well, excellent. And so, folks, when we come back, we're getting to my favorite part of the interview, where we're going to talk one-on-one with these folks and find out why they've chosen the Shield of Argus to be a part of, and find out what they enjoy about being in the Shield of Argus. So we'll be right back as we start talking to each person about that. So we'll be right. Alrighty, folks, we are again at my favorite part of the interview, where we talk about what they enjoy about being in their respective guilds, because there are hundreds of guilds they could have joined, but they've chosen this one. And so first up, we have Mahalia, the Seeker, the Shield of Argus, as a level 100 Draenei mage, and is also, for you folks that might know, the one, the only Dravi, who puts on the wonderful Gnome Run. Yeah, we love her very much, and she is just a fantastic role player. And so Dravi, now Mahalia has some. Is this glitter on her? What's going on here?
It's glitter. She kind of likes being sparkly and pretty.
Okay.
She actually hasn't dyed her hair today, so we're actually doing pretty good as far as accessories go.
Okay. Now, Mahalia, what do you enjoy about being in the Shield of Argus?
Well, I have to say, as an out-of-character perspective, my favorite part about the guild is that there's always people online. Everybody's really always excited to talk about any type of lore, be it Alliance, Horde, Janai, any race. They want to do stuff all the time. They always are down to roleplay. They always want to help out with things. If you have a problem, they want to help you fix it. I can't think of a time that I've ever logged into the guild where I'm alone. I think I logged in one time and it was 7 a.m. and I was the only person online, and it existed for like 2 seconds. But as far as in-character stuff goes, there's so many different characters. People want to explore so many different things, but they're still really good writers, and they try really hard to really make things go really well. And there's so many different events, and all the officers work really, really hard. And I feel really lucky to be with so many different people who really want to, make the guild work as well as it does, and it keeps growing. And there's so many great new people who keep coming in every day. I feel really lucky to be here.
Oh, well, wonderful. That is a fantastic answer. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, folks, up next is Turrican the Commando Jack. He's the Shield of Argus, a level 100 Draenei monk. Now, what does the Commando Jack, how did he get that title?
He was made an honorary Commando Jack because of how much he punches trees for training. No, that's just a joke. It's through the lumber mill in the garrisons. That's how you get that title, for anyone who doesn't know. And I thought it had a clever ring to it, so I decided to use it.
Well,
It's not really an IC
well,
title, too.
see, I like your description of that better, sir. That's awesome. Okay, sir.
Yeah, he.
So go ahead.
Oh no, he does do a lot of training. He has actually taken on one or two disciples among the Shield of Argus. He has a bit of a blend of training from Draenei techniques. We discussed earlier the Draenei wrestling, the Alkanai monk techniques, and he also does some Pandaren techniques. So, though he is not an officer, he has taken on a few disciples who want to learn how to punch things better.
Okay, awesome. And so, sir, what do you enjoy about being in the Shield of Argus?
I think my favorite thing about the guild that I've seen so far is that there's room for a lot of different kinds of characters. We've gone over the different divisions that are in the, and there's room for any really kind of character you want to do as far as Draenei. It doesn't have to necessarily be a researcher or a military man or anything like that. There's room for all kinds of characters to find a place and to find a place to grow both their personal stories and the stories of the guild.
All right, that is an awesome answer, sir. Thank you very much.
You are very welcome.
Alrighty, folks. Up next is Rimura, the Shield of Argus. She's a level 87 Draenei Paladin. Now, ma'am, do you find it a little difficult to be on this side of the portal at that level?
Yeah, there was one expedition where Lucier and a friend of the guild, Warlock, decided to summon me to Talador to see if it would work for like an event, and I decided to Leor Jenkins it and try and get an herb, but apparently herbs in Draenor have a level 75 limit, and I wasn't past level 75 at the time.
Oh no, okay.
And
alrighty.
fun fact, you have to be over level 75 to pick herbs in Draenor.
Okay.
Who knew?
Right. Now, ma'am, what do you enjoy about being in the guild?
I enjoy the fact that the Draenei role players seem more down to earth than some other Draenei role players that I've seen. Like, frequenting the Blue Recluse was a Draenei that was like said he was 25,000 years old and that he was an Eridar, and it's like, but you can't be an Eridar. You're not allowed. But we don't have anything like that in the guild, and there's like actual fun things happening. There's always people, like Mahalia said, there's always people online in the guild, and basically we can start a discussion about pretty much anything, and with, you know, obvious boundaries of you don't bring up politics and stuff. That's dangerous territory for any guild, I think. But yeah.
All right, well, that is an excellent answer, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Also, it's just generally better roleplay than what you would get with other Draenei-oriented guilds. I've looked at a few, I'm not going to name any names, but yeah.
All righty. Well, thank you very much. Excellent job. All righty, folks. Up next, we have the Blood Champion Azuka. Is a level 100 Draenei warrior, the Shield of Argus, or affectionately known as Oz in the guild. And so, Oz, what do you enjoy about being in the Shield of Argus?
Well, I think I would definitely have to say the people. Everybody has, like, since I've joined, I've been in the guild for probably about 3 months, I think. But everybody, it's just, I don't know, it's really comfortable in the guild. You know, people, they make me laugh. I make other people laugh. I enjoy that. It's just, I've been able to open up more. I normally probably would have been mortified to have done this interview. So I've opened up a lot more, and everybody seems really cool, and I've been able to run events and do things like that that I've never done before you know, in all my years of playing Warcraft. I've played since vanilla, and I've never done anything like this before. So, you know, it's really the people that I think make the guild what it is.
Well, that is an excellent, excellent answer. Thank you very much. Alrighty, folks. Up next is Michaela, the crazy cat lady, is a level 100 Draenei priest and is the Shield of Argus. And so, Michaela, what do you enjoy about being in the Shield of Argus?
Mostly it's just the people and just mostly the people who are in the guild. Most of them are very accepting and very helpful when it comes to lore and things you aren't sure about. Other than that, I really haven't had a bad experience RPing with anyone.
Alrighty, well that is excellent. Yeah, you always want to be in a guild where, again, there are a lot of people that you enjoy role-playing with, and you know there's a lot of participation, because why be in a guild if there's nobody ever around and nobody to role-play with? So that is a wonderful, wonderful answer. Thank you very much. Alright, folks, up next is Wrymrest, the Explorer. He's a level 99 Draenei Hunter. And so we've asked Wrymrest, again, what he enjoys about being in the Shield of Argus. And unfortunately doesn't have a mic, but he has typed his answer to Holly. And so, Holly, what does he say?
Rornis has said that he likes the relaxed atmosphere, the regular events, and the exploration of Draenei lore. Also, he likes that he can be an active member with his schedule, which normally would keep him away for most of the week. He misses some of the events, but it isn't held against him like it would be in other RP guilds.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, it's sometimes, you know, we can't all get on to RP as much as we'd like. And so it's great to have a guild that's more forgiving than some of the others and allows you to still participate when you can. So that is a wonderful, wonderful answer. Thank you very much. Alrighty, folks. Up next is Lucir the Seeker, level 100 Draenei Mage, or as he's known in the guild as Luke. And so again, Luke, this is just one of the best outfits I've seen on a Draenei. The shoulders are just magnificent. You've really done a great job with this.
I have the superpower of color coordination.
Okay. So, sir, what do you enjoy about being in the Shield of Argus?
It's just great having so many gullible fools to serve as blood sacrifices to my Lord Sargeras.
Wow.
I mean, it's great having just, you know, a lot of consistent RP and consistently really good RP, because I went for so long on a server with basically dead RP, and coming over here and being in this guild is really so great. Just I love all the people in the guild and all the great RP they give me, and hopefully I give them decent RP in turn.
All right, well, excellent, excellent answer, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Alrighty, folks, as you can see, we are not back at the Coliseum of Light, but we're back here at Light Hope Chapel, and we have a few more interviews to get to. Unfortunately, Talish and Jel were unable to make the main interview, but luckily we caught them before Turwinkle had to leave. And so we have, right now, we have Talish the Hallowed, is part of the Shield of Argus, is a level 100 Draenei Death Knight. And so, Talish, what do you enjoy about being in the Shield of Argus?
Some of the things I enjoy about being in the Shield is due to my complicated play schedule and play times, people are usually online at 3 a.m. when I am. And for my character, the thing she enjoys most about being in the Shield is people don't discriminate against her being dead.
Oh, well, wonderful. That is an excellent, excellent answer. Thank you very much, sir. Alrighty, folks, and once again, as you can see, we are still here in Light's Hope Chapel, and we have Janelle, the Light of Dawn. She's in, again, the Shield of Argus. She's a level 93 Draenei Paladin. And so, ma'am, what do you enjoy about being in the Shield of Argus?
Well, what I enjoy being in the Shield of Argus is that no matter whether I'm on at like 1 o'clock in the morning or on like early in the morning, there's people there regardless of wherever I am, because generally I'm on other characters, but everybody's just very friendly and they always welcome everyone when they get online and make sure everyone's in a good mood.
Oh, that is a great answer. Thank you very much, ma'am. Alrighty, folks. Up next, we have Starcaller Solera, the level 100 Draenei Paladin, who is the guild leader to the Shield of Argus. And so, Solera, what do you enjoy about leading the Shield of Argus?
To me, being a guild leader has always meant that it's not just me who makes the guild, it's everybody who's in the guild, the leader, the officers, the members themselves. You know, they are what makes this guild, and I am so proud and honored to be their guild leader. I love them all to death. You couldn't ask for better guild members than the ones that I have with me. That's what I love about being the leader of the guild, is the people.
Well, excellent. You know, again, I've always said it too, though the opposite is just as true, ma'am. You have to have a good captain to steer the ship, and so I think you're doing a great job here. And so with that, folks, we are going to come back and we're going to find out if we've missed anything during the interview. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And so, Solera, have we missed anything that you want people to know about the guild?
I think we've covered just about everything, like I said, and like Turwinkle and everybody else has said. If you have a Draenei on Wrymrest Accord who would love to join, just go to our site and fill out the application. We would love to have you. You could not ask for a better group of people than the Shield of Argus. And talk to any of the officers that have been mentioned. We would love to answer any questions you might have, whether it be on lore and other natures of questions.
All right, well, excellent. Yeah, folks, I have had a wonderful time here tonight talking with these folks, you know, during the interview and in between. They have been just a lot of fun, and they've been great in Vent. And so we've just, again, I've been enjoying learning some of the Draenei lore, and they have stuff going on all the time throughout the week. They are very busy, especially with the new expansion, and just a fun group to be with. So if you're looking for some great Draenei roleplay, this is the place to come. And so with that, folks, we will be right back with our final goodbyes, and thank you to the Shield of Argus. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And so, Solari, it has been a lot of fun here tonight. I want to thank each and every one of you for your time and patience to answering all of Turwinkle's pestering questions tonight. It has been a lot of fun.
We've enjoyed having you here.
Alrighty, so with that, folks... So with that, folks, we are going to see Turwinkle back to Light Hope's Chapel, so we will see you all there safe and sound. Oh boy. Alrighty, folks. Well, we made it safe and sound back to Light Hope's Chapel, and boy, Turwinkle, that was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Sure.
You bet. So let's give the Shield of Argus a big thank you, sir, for taking the time to talk to us tonight.
Allow me to express my deepest thanks.
You bet. And so, folks, if you liked this episode, click that like button. If you would like to comment on this episode or on any of our previous episodes, please do so below. Let us know what you liked and let us know what you didn't. And finally, if you'd like to subscribe, well, we would love to have you. So hit that subscription button today. As you can hear, folks, there's some fighting going on behind us. But excellent, excellent job, Turwinkle. And Turwinkle, we will see you next time.
I'll miss you.
We'll miss you too, Turwinkle. Bye-bye.